shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I'm...
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 40 now on second down. Allen. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Browns at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up a throw. And a think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's got room. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We're scoreless after 1. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Allen to throw it. Forced out to his left. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete right around the 8. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coach is always talking about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
To throw, it's Allen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Browns' drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Hey, you gotta snap it, you gotta snap it.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Chubb on the counter. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. And throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 22.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. To the air, Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Allen now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Chubb trying the middle here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. as they come up 1st and 10 from the gun. It's a give to Chubb, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do?
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Steps away. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Watson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll run with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Allen to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4? That tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The tackle by Quincy Williams. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a